Welcome, everyone, to the Wednesday Night Warriors, episode number 34. I am Romeo Anthony Cologne, the pride of NY, the pony, as they call me in the streets, and I'm joined, as always, by the man who has not missed a single episode of Wednesday Night Warriors, 34 straight. Can you keep the streak going? Chris G, what's up, brother? Good to see you again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good to see you. We missed you last week. Good job, Marcus, for filling in. But of course, I'm here with Mary Jane. I am now the Cal Ripken Jr. of True Heel Heat.
Yes, thank you, Marcus Cash, for filling in. I love the episode. Great job. This is the Wednesday Night Warriors, where we discuss Wednesday Night Wrestling, WWE, NXT, AEW, Dynamite. We're going to talk about the January 27th editions. But before we get into that, please, friendly reminder, give us a thumbs up, help us out, share this video, retweet this video, like this video, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of both shows. And of course, if you're new here, subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel so you don't miss all the great content we drop right here on True Heel Heat. Let's start with AEW Dynamite, Chris, because that's the show that everybody watches live. Nobody watches NXT live. They wait to watch that. And the opening match, Eddie Kingston versus Lance Archer. A couple of cool spots in this match. Archer with a chokeslam to the outside that Eddie's hip looked like it hit hard. Then headbutting Eddie right into the camera. Butcher and Blade interrupt this match, dragging the carcass of Jake the Snake. Bunny hands off an illegal weapon to Eddie for the back fist and a dirty finish and the win. Good opener, cheap win, good heat, and they beat up Lance Archer after.
Yeah, I liked it too. Finally, we got my man Eddie a win. I feel like he's been losing the last few months. I thought it was a little slow, but it was still a fun match. I enjoyed it.
Sting, your boy, and Darby Allin, they're at a heroin house, it looks like. They both call themselves hoodlums, and they beat up some broken glass windows with the bat and the skateboard. Very intimidating. Team Taz has got to be shaking in their boots. I thought this was silly. I didn't like it.
First of all, it wasn't a dope den. It was a crack house. There's a distinct difference.
Oh, okay.
All right, crack house has windows, which is why I love it because they broke all the windows. Sting went crazy. I don't know, man. That shit got me excited. I can't wait for the street fight now.
Excited to smoke dope or for the match?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Chris Jericho and MJF versus the Varsity Blondes. This is my first opportunity to talk about that music mashup that they have with Jericho and MJF's themes, and it is one of the most horrible pieces of music that have ever been constructed in history, and that's a long time of music to cover. I did like the calling back to the time that MJF embarrassed Griff Garrison on Dynamite. I like that. By the way, who the fuck is Griff Garrison? But Griff Garrison, I like his hot tag. I think it's one of the best hot tags out there going. Pillman springboards into a Judas effect and then a lion salt. And of course, the internet goes crazy about this lion salt. Oh, he nailed a lie. I wasn't here last week to say I told you so. That lion salt, the Lyin lion salt, because Chris Jericho is lying to you. He's lying to himself. He's lying to everybody that if he thinks he's still a full-time performer. This lion salt, a dead clock is right twice a day. The blind squirrel finds a nut eventually, I guess. Chris Jericho is not a full-time performer. He hardly did anything in this match. You know I was going to get that shit in.
Well, Griff Garrison did look good in this match. I'll give you that. I do agree with the music mashup, man. That shit is trash. Throw it straight into the dumpster. But
say Kobe when
my
you do
man,
it.
And say Kobe. But my man, Chris Jericho, redeemed himself. You see how much height he got on that line? So come on, he still got it. I almost doubted him after 1 week. Shame on me.
By the way, he looked pretty winded after that. I don't know if you noticed. It took a lot out of him. Shaquille O'Neal, calls out Cody for March. Revolutionize him. Cody responds, but Not really. He lets Arn do all the talking since he's a father to be. I guess he can't talk, so he's a father to be. Arn introduces Red Velvet, puts her over. She's fired up. And the ball is in Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal's court for a match of some kind. Uh, I understand why they're doing this. It's good press, TNT family all together, but I don't give a damn. Bringing in Shaq it almost seems like he's playing the heel, I guess, with Jade. I think it's dumb. I think you want to root for Shaq. You want to cheer on Shaq. Unless you're an NBA player, which most NBA players fucking hate Shaquille O'Neal. Because Shaquille O'Neal, I don't know if you noticed, but he played basketball and he's better than anyone else who's ever played basketball. And you got to score 52 points or get 20 boards to impress Shaquille O'Neal. But let's not talk about the NBA. I'm sorry, I got off track. What do you think about all this?
Well, I'm in the same boat as you. I get why they're doing it, but I'm not really excited for it. Not against Cody. Maybe
No.
another big man, or I don't know. Just Shaq against Cody doesn't really spark my interest like that. I did like the fire from Red Velvet though, or Little Brand, as she
Mm-hmm.
pretty much is. But yeah, I mean, we'll see where they go with it. Hopefully, it exceeds expectations at this point.
Hangman Page, accompanied by crippling emotional baggage, as it said on the TNT graphic, versus the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth. This is Dolph Ziggler's brother. And Dolph Ziggler warned us on Twitter. He said, don't don't watch this. And he's not as good as his brother, to say the least. He tried to do some of his moves, the spike DDT that Dolph does, the beautiful drop kick that Dolph does. They don't compare at all. He is the Marty Jannetty of brothers. Matt Hardy comes out. He roots for Page from the outside. The buckshot lariat wins it. I didn't like the way Ryan sold that. Dolph would have sold it a million times better. Then Matt afterwards sucks off Adam on the mic. Afterwards, he invites him to hang in his dressing room. See what I did there? Hangman Page, hang. Where are we going with Hangman Page now with Money Matt Hardy? You turned down the Dark Order last week.
I mean, unless they're making Hangman out to look like this promising free agent where like everybody wants him to be his client. Like the Dark Order wants him on the team. Matt Hardy wants him. At another point, maybe the Elite misses him. I don't know. Inner Circle might fucking try to recruit him. I like this idea of Hangman. Everybody wants Hangman on that team. As for fucking Ralph Ziggler, yeah, he wasn't showing much, but the match was what it was. Hangman did the best he could.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, maybe even if it's a program with Matt Hardy, it should be entertaining.
Jungle Boy versus Dax Harwood. Tully Blanchard and Cash Wheeler are handcuffed to this dinosaur, Luchasaurus. This match was hyped on Twitter because this episode of Dynamite was taped. So my expectations were high for this match. And the first half of the match, I just thought there were way too many cuts to the outside to look at Luchasaurus and Tully and Cash. It reminded me of the pay-per-view where they kept cutting outside to Mike Tyson. Remember that? And I was like, be careful. You might catch Tully yawning or something like that. Eventually, they stopped worrying halfway through this match about the outside. They focused on the action, and the action got better. It picked up. The match ends. A ton of pin attempts back and forth. Dax gets caught in the snare trap and taps out. I thought good match, especially the second half of it, but a bit overrated from the hype that I saw online. If I didn't see the hype on Twitter, I would have liked this match more. The right guy won. Jungle Boy should go over here, and yeah, what'd you think?
Me personally, I enjoyed the Jungle Boy and MJF match a little bit more because I like you. I seen the tweet and I'm thinking, oh shit, this is gonna be better than that match. This was a good match, but it wasn't the best I seen Jungle Boy, not in my opinion. Did you hear the Jungle Express theme song? Has that been their theme song?
That's
This is the
Jungle Boy's
first
theme.
just Jungle Boy when he comes out by himself.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That
Tony
fucking
Khan
Rick
bought the rights
Astley
to
type
it.
shit. Oh, okay. That shit bugged me out. But yeah, I liked it. It was a good match. I liked the idea that it was a straight one-on-one, no interference, and the right guy did win. After the match, though, I'm a little surprised Tully Blanchard's still jumping off the top the second rope doing these spike pile drivers. Poor guy did the roll on the. I mean, he looks for
He's a little
somebody his
scared.
age and for somebody who hasn't been in the ring like that, you get a little scared, but he moves pretty good.
After the match, as you were talking about, the handcuffs come off. Tully with powder in the Luchasaurus' eyes. They beat down on Jungle Boy, spike pile drivers on Luchasaurus. They handcuff him to the ropes. They cut the horns off his mask. They're about to cut Jungle Boy's hair. And Marco Stunt and friends make the save. SCU, Top Flight, they came down too because it wouldn't have been believable that Marco Stunt can run these guys off. I did like the realism there of having the other guys there. They're very nice. AEW does these little touches that if you don't notice them, you don't notice them. But if I point them out, you're like, wow, there you go. Cutting the horns off the mask seems very disrespectful. Does Luchasaurus come back with a new like Luchasaurus version 2 mask? Like I know Kane had a bunch of masks, so let's see. Luchasaurus is getting paid well, I think. I think he saved a bit of money. Maybe he can upgrade the gear here. Who knows?
Other than the fact that I heard a podcast with Luchasaurus and he said the mask is kind of annoying, so maybe he is gearing up to get a better mask.
Not. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say he's gonna start being unmasked.
No, that's what I thought they were going to do at first. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't.
The Young Bucks and the Good Brothers versus Dark Order. Evil Uno, Silver, Reynolds, Stu Grayson. Young Bucks win this with a Meltzer driver on Stu. And then afterwards, Matt Jackson says they're in the Tag Team Battle Royal next week. If they win, they get to pick who they faces them at Revolution. They hint it could be anyone as they look at the Good Brothers. And a Too Sweet Ray Phoenix comes out, Moxley too. They brawl. Phoenix goes supersonic onto the Good Brothers and lands on the apron. Lands on the the guardrail. Very nice. Omega tries to sneak in on John Moxley with his shoe and eats a paradigm shift. Sells it beautifully. I don't care about this whole Bullet Club drama, but I do care about Omega Moxley and Moxley getting his revenge. That's what I care about mostly with everything that's going on here.
Well, I definitely care about the Bullet Club drama. Shit, that's one of the reasons why I'm here. But yeah, Kenny and Mox too. Anything with Kenny, anything with Mox, it's all good shit.
I couldn't give a shit less about the Good Brothers. I really, really couldn't. I don't care to see them in the ring. Like in the ring, it's like yawn. It's like, oh my god. I think they're very, very overhyped. You want to do some quick beach break predictions?
Let's do it.
The Battle Royal for the AEW Tag Team Championship shot at Revolution. Do you want me to read all the tag teams, or do you agree with me that the Young Bucks are going to win and pick the Good Brothers as their opponents?
Who are?
I'll tell you.
Give me some key tag teams.
All right, I could skip the Acclaim, the Dark Order, Santana and Ortiz, Private Party.
Dark Order's hot right now. You gotta mention the Dark Order. Private Party.
Top Flight, FTR, Jurassic Express, Chris Jericho, MJF, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Private Party won.
Oh.
I kind of like them. They're starting to grow on me now. With Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's changing their vibe. I like it.
I think we're getting Young Bucks, Good Brothers. Match of the night. Dax Harwood, Jungle Boy. MVP, I'm going to go. I really couldn't think of one. I'll just go with Moxley for the nice promo earlier on in the show and looking strong at the end on Omega.
I'm going to give it to Griff Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
You look good. You look like you belong today. I like it.
And Jabroni for AEW Dynamite. Ryan Namath, right? Maybe not.
Roll Ziggler. That's my jabroni tonight. Motherfucking Rolf Ziggler.
NXT. Oh boy. The opening. Killian Dane, Drake Maverick versus MSK, or as Chris and I like to call him, the marijuana smoking kids. Dusty Cup. MSK I thought looked good. But for me, Drake Maverick isn't fun to watch wrestle. The only thing I like in these matches is when Killian Dane uses him as a weapon. That I like. But if it's not that, it's just I don't care. They haven't given us a reason to care about these two. It looked like they were going to at first when they were building them up, putting them together. But they've been pretty much getting beat up every week. I look forward to who MSK will face next. I'm sure it'll be much better chemistry than this match. I wasn't a fan. Maybe you like this more than me.
I mean, I thought it was a solid tag match. It wasn't nothing spectacular, but it was cool. I mean, that's more of a credit to MSK because they're
Yes.
just good to watch. But I like the momentum they're giving them. So other than that, the match wasn't nothing crazy.
And I did pick them to win. Maybe I was drinking a little bit, but I'm going to stick with them. In the women's Dusty Cup, Aaliyah and Jessica Mia with Robert Stone are jabroni jabroni often here on the Wednesday Night Warriors versus Dakota Kai and Raquel. Raquel with the powerbomb on Jessie. Again, didn't care for the second match in a row. Raquel looks strong. They're going to face Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter next. And you can give your thoughts on this match and a prediction on that. I think Raquel and Dakota get the win.
Yeah, the match. I mean, it was what it was. It was basically a showcase how dominating Raquel is, pretty much. And I think they're gonna win. I think Casey and Caden might make it competitive, but yeah.
I do want to mention, I didn't get to talk about it last week, that move that Casey did. Oh my God. That was crazy. If she could perfect that, no other woman in this company can do that. No.
None. She's just got to make sure she doesn't land on her neck or her back.
Yeah. Tyler Rust handpicks I think Malcolm Bivens handpicked a jabroni to face Tyler Rust. And this was, I didn't even write the jabroni's name down, way too fucking long. And this is where I get pissed off with NXT. Are you just trying on purpose to push away viewers? Do you not want people to watch? People barely know who Tyler Rust is. He's only been on a couple weeks. And you're putting him in the ring with like somebody. And I didn't write down how long it was. Way too, like, whatever was on AEW this time, people gotta be switching over. They don't want to see this shit, especially after the first two matches, which I didn't care about in the first place. The first 45 minutes of NXT, I cannot believe they threw that out there. I cannot believe. I was so pissed off. And, I'm watching it, I'm live tweeting it, and I feel like the only fucking loser watching this shit. Everybody else is watching Dynamite. I felt like a loser watching this 45 minutes of trash.
I don't know what the fucking guy's name was either. I wrote my notes say Tyler Rust versus Jabroni. I don't know his name.
Mine
Did
too.
not find out his name. I liked Tyler Rust's finisher kind of thingy that led into the submission. It was like a flipping neck breaker or some shit. It was pretty cool.
It is nice.
But other than that, extended squash, way too fucking long. Way too much offense for this guy. How are we supposed to take this guy serious? He's getting squashed by fucking Bronson Reed, and then he's almost losing to fucking Joey Jabroni over here. So, yeah.
You might have liked these 45 minutes more than I did, which is amazing, judging by
I mean,
I'm the NXT cheerleader.
I mean, they went pretty slow.
Thankfully, I have never been so happier to see the grizzled young veterans. Thank God, here to save this episode versus Kushida and Leon Ruff. Dusty Classic. I like Gibson mocking the 5 minutes of tag experience that Kushida and Leon Ruff have versus their years of experience. They are veterans, young ones. I thought a good match here. Took it to mayhem on Ruff. GYV advance. They face the winners of Undisputed Era versus Ciampa and Thatcher. Afterwards, Theory and Gargano jump Ruff and Kushida. Theory forces Ruff to watch one final beat get put on Kushida. And Dexter Lumis, out of nowhere, spooks out Austin Theory, standing behind him.
Well, the match was good. I mean, again, nothing spectacular, but it was a good tag team match. Grizzly Young vets,
After what I saw all night on NXT, that was so nice to watch.
I mean, it was nice, but it wasn't nothing crazy, unfortunately. But Grizzly Young vets are really good, and Zach Gibson, man, that promo before the match started, he's just such a scumbag.
And his voice too. You just want to punch him.
Oh yeah, it just sounds like a dickhead.
Not that he's from the UK. We love our UK viewers. It has nothing to do with that. Sorry.
Absolutely not. We love you guys to the fullest. But Zach Gibson, you guys don't even fucking like him, so you know what we're talking about.
Shoes off. You hate Gibson.
Yeah. I kind of seen the post-match beatdown happening though, because Gargano and Kushida look like they're about to have a match. So didn't see Dexter Lumis coming from out of nowhere. So whatever.
I don't know where he fits in all this. I don't think he should be involved in this, but we'll see where they go with that. Tony Storm's fine ass calls out Io Shirai. Io answers, doesn't like Tony. They fight. Io gets the best of her, but then Mercedes Martinez from behind jumps Io. Tony and Mercedes argue over the NXT Championship. Io gets the upper hand on both. Tony then pulls Mercedes out to attack her. Smashes her ass into Io's face several times. Looks like we're having a grand old triple threat match between these three good wrestlers. It should be good.
In the words of the great Bart Scott, can't wait.
Bronson Reed versus Isaiah. Swerve Scott. Reed is nice in the ring. They don't give you. I know you're not as high on him as I am. They don't give you a reason to care about his personality or his character. But to me, he feels like Bam Bam Bigelow reincarnated, the athleticism, with more offense. And Swerve bumped around great for Reed. Great. He was bumping all over the place. Reed kicks out of a 450 splash and then hits Swerve with a tsunami splash for the win. I like this match.
I guess that's why I was like, because I like Swerve, but I knew who was going over from the get in this match, right? So it kind of threw me off ahead of time because it's like I don't care for Bronson Reed, and it's not that he's bad, just not my cup of tea yet. Maybe he'll grow on me. I do like the tsunami splash because he's a big dude and he gets height, but it's just like, I don't know, man. There's something about him. I just don't care about him yet. So hopefully that changes by the end of this year.
I'm nervous for Swerve Scott because he sold so good for Bronson Reed that they may be like, hey, we want you to sell for everyone.
Yeah.
We want you to lose to all of our.
We want you to be like that guy.
Exactly. Not like his brother.
Oh, not Rolf. Don't.
Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly versus Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch. Non-title. The Finn and Kyle O'Reilly tension in backstage segments. You could cut it with a knife. Well done by both. Again, without saying much. Kyle O'Reilly taps out Burch with a heel hook. He pretty much saved Finn with the hot tag with Kyle O'Reilly. And afterwards, Kyle O'Reilly tries to warn Finn about Pete Dunne about to attack him from behind. They do a 3-on-2 beatdown of Finn and Kyle O'Reilly. Adam Cole and Roderick Strong run him off, but not before Dunne can snap Finn's fingers. The Undisputed Era stand together, and Finn almost like backtracks, walks into them, like standing alongside all four of them. They have a little moment. They stare at each other. It almost seems like Finn Balor has joined Undisputed Era, or they're at least teasing it. And then Finn backs out, standing in line with them, and goes to the outside. I love that. For some reason, I thought it was a cool moment. And I think Balor joining Undisputed Era, I don't know how long Bobby Fish is out. I think that would be, what's the word? Too sweet? I don't know. I like it. What do you think?
So the Bullet Club is back together, huh? Well, fuck it. Throw Finn in the Undisputed Era, pal.
There's
No,
a lot of
but
weird timing.
yeah. It was a good tag match, though. Again, nothing crazy. But the tension, the chemistry, everything is there between Finn and Kyle. I like the post-match photo op, you know? Uh, and would I be a fan of him? It depends how they go about it. If they were to insert him into the UE, but yeah, oh, I'm on the fence about it right now. It
I mean,
really just depends on how they
first of
execute it.
all, bring. I don't know what you were paying Pat McAfee. Can you bring him back? Bring him back. Let him be with these guys. Let them be the foursome group that they were doing. Pat McAfee is great for TV. He's just talking. Let him talk. He doesn't have to wrestle. And then if you want to do the 4-on-4 with Undisputed Era and Finn Balor, do it. Get Pat McAfee back in the building. Unless it's just Pat McAfee saying, I'm good.
Yeah, these guys didn't fucking catch me. I'm not coming back for a few months.
Some other things happen on NXT. I don't even think these things are worth talking about. Let me talk about this jabroni. Kurt, the Lone Star Stallion, jumped backstage by Legado, as he says. Santos Escobar, felt real disappointed that their match can't happen. William Regal barges in, pissed off, lays down the law. He says they will have their match next week, I think it is. He leaves. Santos, feels a little bad, but then he laughs it off. And then he finds a card under his championship. Earlier on in the evening, Scarlett Bordeaux was playing around with her spooky cards, very dark and spooky. It's one of those cards, or as Legado says, Brujeria? Yeah, that's Brujeria. And he laughs it off after showing fake fear. Karrion Kross, if he's going to fight Santos Escobar, he's going to kill him. And I feel bad for Santos Escobar. Legado, they are facing the Lucha House Party. You got a prediction for that? I think Legado wins that.
I'm gonna say Lucha House Party this one.
There was an Imperium video, and they basically sell the idea that they're going to be united. Wolf's arrival is just the beginning, and I got fucking hyped because my man Walter, it sounds like he's coming to NXT to whip Imperium back into shape. And that's another reason you could put Finn Balor with Undisputed Era. To fuck around with Imperium. Undisputed Era versus Imperium, I don't know if you remember the first encounter. Fucking awesome. But Wolf got injured. So they kind of missed out on that. Wolf is back. And I guess you got it again. I don't know how long Bobby Fish is out. And we had the Finn Balor Walter was teased. We never got that. Maybe we could get it that way. The NXT champ versus the NXT UK champ. That's big. I'm down for it. Are you down for it?
Absolutely.
The only thing is that you got to hurry up with that because, tick-tock for Finn Balor, tick-tock. And then the Ciampa Thatcher vignette. Ciampa's talking shit. Thatcher puts his seat down next to Ciampa. That was a nice touch because, they were doing the whole sitting down to watch each other's matches. I noticed that. That was a nice touch. Are these guys faces, heels, badasses? Whatever it is, I love it. And they're facing Cole and Strong in what could be, maybe the best match yet so far in Dusty Classic. Do you have a prediction for this?
I'm gonna go Cole and Strong.
I don't think you could put Ciampa and Thatcher together and then just have them lose their first match. I'm gonna go Ciampa and Thatcher.
I mean, I think they were just a thrown together team because we're already in the quarter. But this is the first round.
They're taking somebody's spot. Somebody got hurt.
Yeah.
That Ashanti the Adonis, whoever he was supposed to team up with, he got hurt.
Oh, that's right. So, so this is a first round match?
No, I think it's the second. No, is it? I don't even know, but it's a first round, I think, and they're taking that spot.
Oh, so then maybe Thatcher. Yeah. Fuck it, I'll change my pick. I'm gonna go Thatcher.
Match of the night for NXT. I'm gonna go Swerve and Bronson.
This one's tough. I'm gonna go Grizzled Young Vets and Kushida and Ruff.
MVP. I'm gonna go with Tony Storm's fine ass. As soon as she showed up on the TV, I liked NXT again, and she got a rise out of me. Who's your MVP?
All right. Damn, MVP? I don't know. It's definitely not Santos because he got the brujeria, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with Finn and Kyle. They put up they just they look like stars, at the end of the night. So I'll just give it to them.
Jabroni of the night. It's got to be the guy who had a cruiserweight title shot and they got jumped. He also had a little promo segment talking trash. Oh, it's the Lone Star, the Lone Star. Kurt Stallion. Fuck off. I don't even know who you are. You're on 205 Live. I don't watch it. Whatever.
My jabroni tonight would be the jabroni that lost to Tyler Russ, but instead it's gonna be Tyler Russ for struggling against that fucking jabroni.
That's fair. That's fair. And is it just me or those two motherfuckers that we just named look alike? Kurt Stallion and Tyler Rust.
I thought they were brothers.
I remember Marcus Cash was talking about how they look like creator wrestlers. Like,
Yeah,
jeez, man.
generic number 7, generic template 7.
Yeah. We're diehard fans, but how do you expect casual viewers to like fucking care about these people when they fucking look alike? Oh, NXT.
Tyler Russ had the match, and then they see Kurt Stallion jump backstage. This motherfuckers was having matches. Why he's back there with a broken leg?
The ratings are in. AEW is down. They are down to 734,000 viewers, but they beat NXT. NXT is up. They go up to 720,000 viewers, so only a 14K difference. I suspect this is just from last week, NXT being better and AEW not living up to expectations. But I expect the next week NXT to get absolutely destroyed for this show they put on, and because Beach Break will be on for AEW. And the ratings were AEW is up 56 to 11 to 2. And I will pick the show of the night. I told you about those first 45 minutes for NXT. I fucking hated. And before I even watched AEW was my show of the night. And I did watch AEW. And even though I didn't like that shit either, it's better than the complaining I did about NXT. AEW Dynamite. Man, oh man, it feels too sweet to come back on the Wednesday Night Warriors and be all elite.
Yeah, I picked NXT last week. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm definitely ain't picking them this week. AEW it is.
And that's hilarious that the co-host here was from All Elite Recap, and he picked that NXT last week. It's a clean sweep without me. Look at that. Look at that.
Who would have thought?
But on the Wednesday Night Warrior scoreboard, AEW wins again. They're up 24-8 on NXT with one tie right here on the Wednesday Night Warriors. Chris, anything you want to plug?
Find me here, Wednesday Night Warriors. You can find me at True Heel Chris G. You can also find me on Blunt Impact, Joints and Jabronis with the 3-time baby making champion Ness. And True Toxicity, of course, where you can hear Ness's illustrious voice.
You can find me, the Pride of NY, on Twitter and Instagram. True Rewind every week here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, where we go over the Monday Night War, Raw versus Nitro. And also make sure you check out the Royal Rumble Roundtable that will be up on the channel. I think Chris is going to be on it. Maybe I'll be on it. Let's see how smashed I get for the Rumble. I usually get pretty fucked up for the Royal Rumble. My favorite pay-per-view of the year. I might not be able to.
It's my favorite pay-per-view too. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you have any prediction for the Royal Rumble itself? The men and the women?
I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan and Bianca Belair.
Daniel Bryan sounds good. Dan, I don't want to say the same things you just said though.
This year feels like it's super predictable.
A little bit wide open, but I think
wide open, but like those are the favorites pretty much.
Give Daniel Bryan his fucking moment already, will you? Jesus Christ, how many times have you taken it away from him? Let him win a Royal Rumble, please. And Bianca Belair, man, I don't think Bianca's gonna do it. but I
If
don't
it's not
know.
her, it's Rhea.
Fuck it. Charlotte Flair.
Oh my god, I
Back
knew
to
you were
back.
gonna fucking do it.
The belly. Charlotte versus
God, dude.
Asuka,
I
the
love Charlotte.
rematch.
She's
They're
not me.
tag team champions together. Let's do it. Let's run it back. So, with Chris G, I'm Romeo and Anthony Cologne. We thank you for watching the Wednesday Night Warriors. We'll be back next week, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Peace.